So I don't know if you'd call this good build or not, seeing how they're doing like a fat shaming angle in essence with Alexa Bliss and Nia Jax. But the former friend who turns enemy, okay, I'm kind of digging that. Not a whole lot, but basically you have this. Well, they call her the irresistible force in Nia Jax, and then you have like little 5 foot nothing Alexa Bliss taking her on. This looks like a mismatch, like not even on paper. It's like like that. Nia's looking down on her, and they're former best friends. And when did Mickey James turn heel? Like seriously, that just kind of happened. That's just kind of there. So I'm almost expecting interference from Mickey James in this match at some point. But I do think that Nia Jax is going to be walking out with the Raw Women's Championship. She's just going to be too much for Alexa Bliss to handle. And, I hope she has a good reign as champion if she wins the championship. Remember, these are predictions. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but she is going to have a hell of a match to, Alexa Bliss, is going to have a hell of a match to beat Nia Jax. Let's just totally take her down and get her on the mat and not let her get up. That's what you got to do with somebody big like that. So, but once Nia gets rolling, then she just really is a wrecking ball at that point. So I do think that Nia Jax will be walking out with the Raw Women's Championship. All right, over to SmackDown again we go, as the United States Championship will be defended in a fatal four-way match as champion Randy Orton. I never thought I'd say that after him being world champion last year. As U.S. champion Randy Orton takes on former champion Bobby Roode, former WWE champion Jinder Mahal, and another former U.S. champion in Rusev. So talk about a match that has a lot going on for it. You have, all these intersecting storylines in it between Randy Orton and Bobby Roode, Randy Orton, Bobby Roode, and Jinder Mahal. Rusev being put in there with the whole Rusev Day thing, which I'm absolutely loving. Happy Rusev Day, by the way. And, Rusev was basically put in here because of his t-shirt sales and the sales of the Rusev Day calendars. And I'm hoping sometime soon they're going to be putting out Rusev Day greeting cards. But that is just getting over like mad. Like, you have people chanting Rusev Day in matches that Rusev isn't even in. So I'm kind of hoping WWE does the smart thing here and puts the U.S. Championship on Rusev. That is just going to blow the roof off the Superdome if he wins the match. And I'm just going to straight up call it right now. Yeah, Randy Orton won the title last month at Fastlane. But remember that last year, Bray Wyatt won the WWE Championship at Elimination Chamber and then dropped it to Randy Orton at WrestleMania just not that long after. So I really want Rusev to win, honestly. If he wins this, then that just confirms that WWE have finally put their faith in him and are going to put him over. If not, I really don't want to see Randy Orton as United States champion. Bobby Roode would be a great choice, and you know my feelings on Jinder Mahal if you've watched any of my past wrestling videos. I think if Jinder Mahal would have gotten a better push upon his return a couple years ago, then it'd be different. I wouldn't have minded so much, but the fact is, the month before he won the World Heavyweight Championship, he was jobbing to Enzo Amore. No. No. No, 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 no. He was an undeserving champion. But even if he won the U.S. title here, I wouldn't be too upset because now they've been booking him pretty well. They've been booking him to win. But beforehand, no. Just no. So anyway, yeah, Rusev. Go Rusev Day. I want Rusev to be Universal. Well, Universal Champion would be good too, but United States Champion is what he's going for. So fingers crossed for Rusev. And now switching over to Monday Night Raw, we're going to be talking about the Intercontinental Championship as The Miz defends the Intercontinental Championship in a triple threat match against Finn Balor and Seth Rollins. I've never seen The Miz as a match of the night type of guy. So hold on to your hats because I think this is going to be the match of the night. Now Miz is, he's good in the ring. Like, he knows his way around the ring, but he's never had any memorable matches. Like, not even his match at WrestleMania against John Cena for the World Championship was all that memorable. Only thing that was memorable about that was The Rock's interference. That, had The Miz keep the title. I think his only real memorable match that I can think of is maybe his ladder match against Jerry the King Lawler because of Michael Cole coming in and helping him. But when you have two excellent workers in the ring like Finn Balor and Seth Rollins, who can basically take the bulk of this match and The Miz can just powder out of the ring for a little while, because we saw the type of match they can put on back at SummerSlam when they were wrestling for the Universal Championship. Like, yeah, the match may have been overshadowed by everyone's feelings on the Universal Championship, but if you go back and watch the match and take the crowd reaction out of it, it was a damn good match, because Seth Rollins and Finn Balor are both really, really good wrestlers. So it basically all comes down to who I think is going to win the Intercontinental Championship. Now, Mrs. Wife, the Maurice, just had a child, so I think he's going to want to take some time to spend with her and to spend with the new baby. Congratulations to them. So I think the title is going to be changing hands, but who's going to be winning the Intercontinental Championship? Who deserves it more? As much as a fan of Seth Rollins I am, I'd love to see the Finner win it. Finner, what the hell's that? I'd love to see Finn Balor win it. I'm the Finn and I'm awesome. You can't see underneath me, but I'm doing an Irish dance. Anyway, I would love to see Finn Balor win this, just as like validation from SummerSlam when he won the Universal Championship and then had to drop it 24 hours later because he tore something in his shoulder. So I would love to see Finn Balor win the title here and become Intercontinental Champion. Nothing against Seth Rollins. It'd be great if he wanted to, but I want Finn to win it more. So I think Finn Balor will be winning the Intercontinental Championship. All right, these next two matches feature McMahons. Ooh, wow. Ooh. Wow. Over on SmackDown, you're looking at a tag team contest between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking on Shane McMahon and the returning Daniel Bryan. Yes! Ow, yes! Yes! I just jammed my finger in the doorway. Yes! 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 So it was just a few weeks ago that Daniel Bryan received word that he was officially medically cleared to return to in-ring action. This was such the story when this hit that he was medically cleared to wrestle again, because no WWE doctor would clear him. He went to a bunch of different doctors all around the country, and they all said he could wrestle, except the WWE doctors, until finally, I don't know what happened backstage, but the WWE doctors finally caved in and said, okay, we'll clear you to wrestle. I guess he's under a bunch of provisions now. Every time he wrestles, he has to go for an impact testing after, just to make sure that, everything's on the up and up. But it is great to hear that Daniel Bryan will be returning to the ring, because there was so much speculation that when his contract ended in September and he wasn't able to wrestle for the WWE, he would be leaving and going elsewhere. That was the rumor. But the WWE cleared him, so I think once his contract, I think he's going to be resigning with the WWE. Honestly, he'll be staying around. He's not going anywhere. So the whole build for this match has been like almost a year in the making, with Shane McMahon, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. You had everything that happened at SummerSlam during the U.S. title match with Kevin Owens against AJ Styles. Then you had the Hell in the Cell match with Sami Zayn coming in and helping Kevin Owens beat Shane McMahon. Then you had looking like maybe Daniel Bryan was going to side with Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and against Shane McMahon. And oh wow. And then you had the news recently that Daniel Bryan has been cleared to wrestle, which brought about probably one of the best finishes to a SmackDown ever, when Daniel Bryan fired Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn and they attacked him, and he put a hell of a comeback in on that. Like, the drop kicks he was doing were just freaking scary, man. I thought he'd land on his head a few times. But it made for a great angle, and I think it's going to make for a great match. It's going to be great to see Daniel Bryan back in the ring, because you have three solid workers in Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, then you have Shane McMahon. Like, yeah, I've aired my grievances before about him as being a spot monkey, but I think he can do more than that given the match he put on with AJ Styles last year. So, as to who I think is going to win, well, there's a stipulation in the match saying that if Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn win, they're back on SmackDown, and if they lose, they're gone forever from SmackDown, which makes me think, if they lose this match, they're going to be heading to Monday Night Raw, which is something I'd really like to see, honestly. So, then you also have the fact that it's Daniel Bryan's big return. You can't have him lose on his big return, honestly. If I was booking this, no. Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan would have to win this match. So that's what I'm saying. Shane McMahon, Daniel Bryan win the match on Daniel Bryan's big return. And I know for a fact when his theme music hits, I'm gonna be crying like crazy. Like, here comes the money, yeah! Come out, Shane. Here comes the money. Yes! That's gonna be me come WrestleMania, so. So I'm saying Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan win. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn go to Monday Night Raw. And speaking of Monday Night Raw, I totally spaced out there. We are going to see a mixed match here, a mixed tag team match, as the real-life husband and wife tag team of Stephanie McMahon and Triple H take on the Olympic pairing of Kurt Angle and the debuting Rowdy Ronda Rousey. So in probably the biggest signing in WWE history, Ronda Rousey has signed with the WWE for a multiple-year contract. She made her big debut at the Royal Rumble. I thought she was actually going to be in the Women's Royal Rumble, but she just came out at the end of it, and everyone lost their mind saying, oh, that marginalized Asuka's win. No, it didn't. It put Asuka in the mainstream, which is what WWE always wants, to be in the mainstream. So I don't think that marginalized her win. I didn't think it diminished her win in any form. If Ronda Rousey would have been in the match, then maybe you would have a point there. But no, I don't think that diminished her win or the Royal Rumble itself at all. So anyway, Ronda Rousey is now part of the Monday Night Raw roster, and she will be teaming up with Kurt Angle, who's the GM of Monday Night Raw, to take on Triple H and his wife, Stephanie McMahon, who also happens to be the commissioner of Monday Night Raw. So I think this is just, I don't want to say power struggle because there's nothing on the line, really, just pride. I think it'd be one thing if, they said, hey, Kurt, if you and Ronda lose, you're no longer GM of SmackDown, or you're no longer GM of Monday Night Raw. Stephanie, if you lose, you're no longer commissioner of Monday Night Raw, but it's just a straight up match. Seeds were planted for this match back at WrestleMania 31, because I know this was originally supposed to be Triple H and Stephanie taking on Ronda Rousey and The Rock. But because of his commitments with filming some movie, The Rock can't make it. So, and even if they did, he wouldn't be insured by any of the big insurance companies. So, get someone who is on the active roster, that being Kurt Angle, with, I heard his match against TLC when he was teaming with the Shield wasn't all that great, and he was moving kind of a little slow during the Survivor Series match. It happened. So yeah, the receipts for this were planted back at WrestleMania 31 when Ronda Rousey hip tossed Triple H and almost tore Stephanie's arm out of her socket. And then you had that whole contract signing at Elimination Chamber with Kurt Angle saying, now we own her. And, didn't you say, now we own the... Hey! That, I legitimately laughed so hard at that. It was funny as hell. So I don't think this is going to be a terrible match. I don't think this is going to be a particularly good match. I think Triple H and... Actually, no, I just think Triple H is going to be carrying this whole thing by himself. Because Ronda is pretty new to the ring, so I don't know how well she's going to transition just yet. We've seen her stumble and fumble her lines because of nerves. Multiply that by 1 million being on the biggest stage of them all at WrestleMania. So, I'm not expecting this to be great. I'm expecting this to be okay. Triple H is going to carry this match, and I don't think that in her debut, Ronda's going to lose, because this isn't like a celebrity match. It is, but it isn't. It's not a celebrity match like Floyd Mayweather or Mr. T or Aki Bono. or anything like that. But I do think that the team of Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey are going to be winning this match, because then you can finally see Stephanie get some comeuppance. Like the past few years, nothing has happened to her. So you can finally have a woman get in there and beat Stephanie to a pulp, which is something Roman Reigns couldn't do, or something that Seth Rollins couldn't do, or Daniel Bryan, for going back to WrestleMania 30. So yeah, I think that Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey are going to be walking out with the win. All right, main event time. Well, main events time, as we have talking about 2 more title matches. The Dream Match for the WWE Championship. As WWE Champion, the phenomenal AJ Styles takes on Shinsuke Nakamura. Ever since it was announced that both men were signed to the WWE from New Japan Pro Wrestling, everyone has been clamoring for a match between AJ Styles and Shinsuke Nakamura in the WWE. And we're getting it at the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. The last time they faced each other was at New Japan Pro Wrestling's Wrestle Kingdom 10. And from everything that I heard, that was just a classic match. Can they replicate this on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania? That is what we're going to find out. I'm just hoping that Vince McMahon says, go out, do your thing, do whatever you want, be safe, have fun, and doesn't try to WWE it too much. Like, I understand concern, but don't try to make this match like in the WWE style. Let them do what they do best and go out there and put on a show for everyone in attendance at the Superdome. I think this is going to be a fantastic match. Like, if the triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship isn't the match of the night, this is going to be damn near close to it. Shinsuke can work. Like, I know he's been booked pretty poorly since coming onto the main roster, but I think this is going to prove a lot of people in the back, including Vince McMahon, wrong. Shinsuke and AJ are 2 of the best in the world right now, and this is going to be a classic in every sense of the word. But who do I think is going to win? That, as cool as it would be to see Shinsuke Nakamura win the WWE Championship, I still don't think it's the right time for him to win. Like, don't get me wrong, he should be WWE Champion, just not right away. Like, maybe in another 6 months or so, like come SummerSlam. So I really think that AJ Styles is going to be walking out with the WWE Championship firmly wrapped around his waist. Like, I mean, if Shinsuke Nakamura wins, that's fine with me. That is fantastic. But I do think that AJ will be walking out with the championship because of this next match that we're going to talk about here shortly. So, yeah, I'm calling AJ to retain the WWE Championship. And now, switching from the WWE Championship on SmackDown to Raw's Universal Championship. The Universal title is on the line as champion, the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar, the longest reigning WWE Universal, not European, Universal Champion, takes on the big dog, Roman Reigns. So I really think the WWE's been doing a smart thing here with Roman Reigns. They've been portraying him as the company guy, the locker room leader in a sense, talking about Brock Lesnar like he doesn't care. And, a case could be made that Brock Lesnar doesn't care. All he cares about is the money. He doesn't care about the WWE. He doesn't care about the fans. He doesn't care about anything because, it's been heavily implied, I'm not even going to say rumored, but it's been heavily implied that after his contract expires at WrestleMania, basically. After his contract expires, he's going back to the UFC after his USADA suspension is served. So, that being said, if he is leaving, you can expect Roman Reigns to be hoisting the Universal Championship and beating Brock Lesnar, because the way they've been building it up is that the F5 is just this wrecking machine of a finishing move. You've seen Samoa Joe fall to it. You've seen Braun Strowman fall to it. You've seen Kane fall to it. And it only takes one, Brock gets him over, lands him, 1, 2, 3. So when he hits Roman Reigns with the F5, Roman Reigns is going to kick out. It's, oh my God! God, Michael Cole's going to lose his freaking mind. Like, oh my God, Roman Reigns kicks out of the F5. How did he do that? It's kind of transparent there, Michael Cole. Even blind Stevie Wonder could see that coming. But yeah, you can call this seeing it coming from a mile away. But yeah, Roman Reigns is going to be walking out with the Universal Champion. And it's going to be nice to see a champion who's on Raw, who doesn't go away for months on end and comes back when he wants to. It's going to be nice to see someone who's actually there defending the title every month. A lot of people, after I bought this at the WWE event, I had a friend say on the picture that, I don't like the championship or the champion who has it, but it would be nice if we have someone who's there a lot, just anybody but Roman Reigns. I'm like, you know what? I'm okay with Roman Reigns because at least he's there. He cares about the business. He grew up in the business because he is part of the Samoan dynasty. And I think he'll be a good Universal Champion. He was an okay World Champion. I think he got a little too soon, but I think he'll do well as a Universal Champion. So, but, that's just my opinion. I'm not a huge Roman Reigns fan, but I like the guy. He really impressed me when he was here, when the WWE was here in October. And he just had a fantastic Last Man Standing match with Braun Strowman. I thought that match was great. One of the best house show matches I've ever seen. So I'm really looking forward to see what Roman Reigns can do as Universal Champion. And we will find out how that match goes at WrestleMania. So there are my predictions, guys. I hope you enjoyed them. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. What are your predictions for WrestleMania? Leave a comment down in the comment section below. Don't forget to share this video anywhere you can on any wrestling forums that you follow. In the description down below, you're going to see a link to the Irish Bandit shop. One thing I didn't notice in this past Tuesday's Irish Bandit Revolution is that I had this sticker upside down. So here it is, right side up. Click the link in the description to go to my Redbubble shop and pick up all your Irish Bandit merchandise. T-shirts, leggings, coffee mugs, travel mugs, whatever you desire. Stickers as well. And don't forget, if you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, tap the bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload anything new, whenever I go live, whenever I upload a wrestling-related video or a taste test, or, on Tuesday we saw a new episode, or on Wednesday, we saw a new episode of The Toy Chest, which is one I'm very happy with. And then Tuesdays, of course, Irish Bandit Revolution. This Tuesday is going to be part 1 of my X-Men retrospective, looking at X-Men, X2, and X3 The Last Stand. So be sure to tune in for that. And until next time, guys, I will see you at WrestleMania. Take care.